Has this happened to you? You are walking down the street, minding your own business on an ordinary day, and your eyes suddenly land on a pair of shoes in a store window. Your heart skips a beat. A rush of excitement washes over you, and it is as if time slows down and the world around you fades into the background. The shoes are perfect, elegant lines, a mesmerizing color, and a promise of countless outfits and occasions. You have met your dream shoe, or what I like to call an aspirational shoe. A dream shoe or an aspirational shoe is a form of footwear that takes your breath away. It invokes a fantasy not of what you are, not of what you want to be, not even the very best version of yourself, but rather a fantasy of something you are not. You secretly wish or dream you could become, and you are ashamed to acknowledge that you wish to wear the shoe. In reality, you don't buy it, even if you could afford it, because you don't believe you are the personality to carry it off. Does that sound familiar? Well, I am writing a novel inspired by shoes, a novel where the main character expresses her feelings through what she puts on her feet. And I need to come up with a dream shoe for my fictional character. And it has to embody all those characteristics that I described earlier. And I have been scouring the shoe shops all over, looking for that one unique shoe that fits the personality of my fictional character. And nothing has come up. So that means I need to invent it myself. I don't want to write a novel like My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrente. It's a brilliant novel and I absolutely love it. But the one thing that really frustrates me in that novel is that there's a shoe that's part of the narrative. It plays an important part in the story, and yet that shoe is never described. You read the whole novel and you never find out what that shoe looks like. To me, it is important that these shoes that I put in my novel feel real. It almost feels as if I can touch it, and I want everybody to be able to imagine them. Now, luckily, in the world of fiction, it doesn't have to exist in the real world. I just have to invent it in my imagination. And I've come up with 3 different shoe ideas or concepts, and I'm going to present them to you. And I would like you to tell me which one is your favorite. So have a good look and tell me which one you prefer. So shoe concept number 1 I call ouch. And the idea here is that beauty is painful like a rose. It looks nice, it smells nice, but it can prick your finger. It can make you bleed. Now, we all know that wearing high heels is a form of torture, and yet some of us choose to walk in those things in the hope of embodying some kind of a beauty ideal. Now, this shoe really plays on that concept that beauty is painful, and this shoe, has roses all over, has prickly studs both on the body of the shoe, and there's a wrap, an ankle wrap that goes up the feet with sticky studs all over to embody that concept. Now, before we go to concept number 2, if this novel I'm writing sounds interesting to you, I invite you to join my mailing list. Go to ihow.com/free-ebook, and when the novel comes out, you will be among the first to find out about it. And while you're on my website, do check out some of my existing novels. For example, Take the Highway, a novel about overcoming heartbreak. Now, shoe concept number 2 is ribbon. And this one is inspired by the idea of a winner of a competition, a type of highly coveted prize that this ribbon was earned after a nail-biting race. Think somebody who won a race or won some kind of a very difficult competition, and the ribbon would have something written on it that the wearer wishes to be walking towards, and such a word would be success, joy, winner, or something else. And in my imagination, this shoe is always purple and the ribbon is always pink. Don't ask me why, this is how it always pops in my imagination. Now, dream shoe concept number 3, I call it peacock feather. And this is a blue shoe with a single peacock feather impossibly flowing upright from the back. And I can imagine the feather delicately flowing in the wind as the wearer walks around in it, flapping against the calf and bouncing back into position. Now I can hear you saying, but that's impossible. A shoe like this would be destroyed after a single wear. Well, let's imagine, since this is the world of fiction, let's imagine some brilliant shoe designer invents some technology to make this work. Okay? And I love the idea that beauty is a delicate yet impossible thing, nearly impossible thing to achieve. And this shoe really serves that idea of that nearly impossible thing, right? Leave me a shoe emoji in the comment section below so that I can thank you in person for watching the video all the way through.